Hello everybody, how are you? This is the last day of April already, and it's gotten warm. We were super cold and now we're super warm. I don't know what this weather's doing. It's kind of bipolar or something like that. But here we are. I'm out here working in the garden, hooking up irrigation on the plastic, and thought I'd show you what we have coming up. Let me flip the camera, and there we go. Look at that. You can see the beets. We got lots of beets. Looking really nice. And they start here, and they go clear down to where you can start seeing it tilled. There is a couple rows of carrots just before that, but there's 3 different kinds. There's Detroit Dark Red, Cylindra, and Golden Beets. And you can see they all, well, you can see the rows pretty good. I am starting to get a little bit of grass and weeds in between, so I need to come in and cultivate. But I think they're looking really nice. For as dry and cold as they were, these things have been in the ground forever. And right there you can see these are really, really red. If I get it in the focus. And then these, you can see, are more of a yellow. These are the golden beets. Looking pretty nice with a lot of grass. Let me see if I can get one that looks a little nicer. There you go. You can really start seeing the yellow down at the base of it. Shows that pretty nice. Quite a few rows of them. And where's it stop? Oh, right there. Because these are carrots. You can see that one right there is definitely a carrot. And then we got over here. So we've got a few rows. I do have more to plant. That's why I tilled that. Since the weeds were starting to poke up, I went through and tilled all of that. And then I do have some bunching onions in these rows, but it was really old seed. And if we look, I don't see anything that looks like an onion. I see a lot of grass and weeds. I just don't see, as they come up as a hair almost. But it might not come up yet, and they might need a shower on them. But it was old seed, and it was worth chancing it. But here you can see the lettuce is coming up. And it is a mix, so there is different colors and kinds. Because here you can see the red lettuce in it. We got several rows of it. This is spinach. Well, this row looks a little nicer, maybe right here. You can see it. It has these weird little tentacles that stick up first. But you can see it grows really nice. Looks really good. And these are turnips. Got several rows of them. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you can see the color difference. This is all radishes. And there is 4, I think, different kinds of radishes in here. Yeah, there's 4 different kinds here. I have 5 different kinds that I just planted yesterday. But they're looking really good. They went through that really, really cold weather. You can see it kind of burnt some of the leaves back just a little bit. They kind of turn them color, but they're poking back through, so hopefully they keep coming. It's looking really good. And we do have apple trees blooming. We did go through that really, really, really cold weather. On mixed opinion. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff over here blooming too. There is a bunch of stuff up mixed through that doesn't have any blooms, which that's just bad weather. They're looking pretty good. Other than that, I don't think we're gonna have much for an apple crop. And we'll look, and I'll stick my head in the back door of the greenhouse and you could see all the tomatoes. I did see a couple cucumber blooms this morning when I walked through. And they're over on the other end. I don't know if I can get to them. But they're getting tall. There is tomatoes down in there. There's a ton of blooms. Looking really, really nice. And that is full. They're as tall as me right now. which I'm about 6 foot. So that kind of gives you an idea what they're doing. And then we got taters coming up. And you can, most of them more look like this, where you're just seeing them, but there is a couple of them that are pretty big coming up. And then we'll go over, show the onions and garlic. The little greenhouse, I won't show you anything in it. It looks about the same as what it had been the last several times we've been in it. It is freaking full and crazy, and the markets start tomorrow, actually. Okay, you got to remember that. First farmers market starts tomorrow. Mom and Dad are going to it. The flowers are looking really good. I guess I can poke you through here. I wasn't gonna, but I got my green onions out here, so we've got some green onions to harvest. If I go there, you'll see backside of pots. Let's look in this vent. Didn't think that went through very far. There you go. Oh, hit the wrong button. Zoom in. You can see the tomatoes and peppers are huge, and look at all them flowers in there. I won't bore you through it since I've showed you a million times what we got going on in there. Get that back about normal. The garlic is looking really good. I run the little cultivator through it. I see I didn't kill quite all of the weeds, but I at least knocked them back. My wife went through with the hoe and kind of hoed around and got the worst of the weeds down. And then we got the green onions coming up. They're looking pretty nice. I definitely need to get some more planted. We've got our kohlrabi. It kind of burnt the ends on them through that really, really cold weather, but it's definitely coming back. Everything out here is starting to need a shower. I do have some asparagus I need to pick. I should have did it yesterday, but I ran out of time. But we're definitely gonna have some asparagus at the market. I really wish I could get rid of these little weeds, but look at that one. It's bigger than my thumb. But yeah, we're looking really good. We got asparagus to pick. I've got some more sweet corn planted. Let me flip it back. Got some more sweet corn planted. I'm gonna work on some green beans and some, what was the other thing? Oh, I'm gonna start putting some zucchini and probably maybe a few cucumbers outside. Looking at the weather, it looks like the cold's behind us. I think we're gonna try to get as much stuff as we can planted before the rain chance Sunday night. So we're gonna really bust butt and get that done. That's why I'm working on this irrigation, so we can get it moistened up a little bit under the plastic before we start putting everything in it. We got some more potatoes and some more onions, bulbs to plant. I got some more seeds to do. I want to do another planting of beets and some of that other stuff, green beans. And then when we flip it back, I got all of my onions that I need to get planted. I haven't got them done yet because it hadn't been fit. Now it's fit and I don't have the irrigation hooked up, so I got to do that. And then we got our broccoli, cabbage, a little bit of kohlrabi. And you guys might be wondering, what the heck is that trailer they're sitting on? Well, I bought a new trailer, well, new to me trailer, from a buddy. I got to back up farther. It's not even showing yet. It may be a little big. It's a 26-foot homemade, like a straight truck rear end hooked to my pickup. There's the pickup. There's the trailer and the Tahoe for size comparison. Yeah, let me even back up farther. I got it for a great deal. Now you can get it. I got it hooked up for got it bought for a great deal. One of my good friends bought it on an auction. He sold it to me for what he paid for it. He used it to haul big round bales one day. He bought this one, and then the next day he bought another one for the same price, which is way smaller, and he needed it to haul one of them little plastic water tanks on, and he figured it was way easier to move that other one around than this big behemoth. And it's got a big old hitch. Looks like a big old gooseneck hitch on it. But and this poor old girl needs work. I did buy a motor and transmission for it. I just got to order some more parts, and then hopefully we can get to work on it. It is going ahead. It does definitely need a new floor put on it, but I'm not worried about that. I figured we can use it for hauling pumpkins and all that stuff around here. I do have all of this on it, so I could use all the vegetables on it, so I could use the car trailer. And it's got these big metal fenders on it, so we can drive over it. And then it's got a little bitty beaver tail. And it was wired for lights at one time. It's not anymore because it's old. It's got the little bitty beaver tail on it, which would be handy. It is heavy enough probably to load about whatever I'd want on it, within reason. I just got to get my truck fixed. And then, as the yellow hose shows, I'm working on irrigation. I've got the plastic laid. It's been laid. I showed you guys that. It's got drip tape underneath it, which, let me grab, I got a cut piece right here. It's a piece of flat plastic tubing that's laid flat. It does make a circle, and it's got where the blue stripe is. Let me see if I can find it right there. Oh, maybe you might be able to see it there. It's got little slits in it, like right here, and they're made to drip the water out of it. You can buy it different spacing. This is 1 foot spaced. And then we put this big header down, pipe down, and then we put the little barbs in it, like I have down there. I've got my little nifty tool right here that pokes holes. Pokes a hole in it, and then the barb goes in it, and then the tube goes on it, and then it binds it, connects it by screwing the end down. Makes it really quick and easy, pretty easy. I've got 100 foot of hose. I've got the 4 rows done, so I'll re-till where this is starting to grow a little bit again. I'll run the tiller back over it, and we'll start putting more in, and then we can run this whole chunk with plastic by the time we're done. We've had a few deer out here, down here. Down at the end, you can kind of see where it's all chewed up a little bit. Well, hit the wrong button again. I can only do it wrong every time. You can kind of see right there at the end of my finger, there's some holes. Stupid deer walked across it. It'll be okay. Just drives me nuts. But yeah, lots of stuff going on. Just staying busy as can be. Just cranking stuff out. That's why I haven't had time to really do a whole lot of videos. The kids have moved the chickens around. We've got their fair chickens in there, doing good. Stanley, the bottle calf, is no longer on a bottle, so that frees us up a little bit, so we don't have to be here morning and night to feed it if we would have to. It is what it is. We're just trying to stay busy, working our butts off, and I haven't had time to build or put any things up or work on anything. I just got to stay busy, got to get our stuff done. I got to get this irrigation finished up so I can get it turned on, so we can get that plastic wet underneath there tonight. That we have a little timer on it, that way we can adjust it and it'll turn on in the middle of the night for us, so we don't even have to worry about it. It'll turn itself on and off, run it for off time, and then we don't have to mess with it. It does it automatically. It's really quick, really easy. Just then we don't have to worry about it. Then we can run it at night when nobody else is using water, because otherwise we start getting all this irrigation going. It starts pulling just enough water. We don't want it to water when the greenhouse needs water. Plus, when mom and dad are trying to take a shower, it really kind of sucks when it turns on when they're trying to do that, because then they lose water pressure. They still get water, but it's just not enough. So I gotta get this finished up and keep plugging away, and see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully here soon we can get some videos of me actually doing something instead of just showing you what's going on. It's just been hectic and busy, and I don't have time to film. I know it sounds horrible, because if I film it, then I have to edit it, and I hate filming stuff that I don't have time to edit and do it right. So that's why you kind of get these quick one-off videos. If you guys have any questions or would like to see something, how we do something or anything like that, just always throw a comment down there. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, and talk to you guys later. Bye.